ABC, I'm finally back with a new vinyl update. This is a long overdue update. Have some great records to show from a bunch of different places, like the record store, as well as the flea market, Goodwill, all those great places, and some stuff from the record store day drops as well that I haven't shown yet. First off, we'll start off with a couple 45s. This is a beautiful original Jerry Lee Lewis, The Great Ball of Fire EP on the original Sun label in marvelous condition. And I got this one online for a great price. I've been collecting a lot of these Suns lately. I've just been really into it. What a great label and a beautiful series to try and collect. And we have another picture sleeve from Jerry Lee Lewis. This is his Sun 296 with High School Confidential. Also on Sun, of course, in great condition. And those picture sleeves are extremely hard to find in good shape. And we'll move on to the kind of the non-record item, but a great record regardless. On any format, we've got an original sealed reel-to-reel tape of Gordon Lightfoot with Sit Down Young Stranger. And it is never going to be opened either. I don't plan on opening it, but it's in beautiful sealed condition on reel-to-reel. Don't ever find those much, so that was really cool. And move on to the LPs here. So first off, we're going to start off with the new release from Elvis in Nashville. From Elvis in Nashville, it's got the great reproduction of the Orange label from the time period when these albums were created. These sessions are from 1970 in Nashville, of course, as the title says, from the That's the Way It Is, Love Letters, and Elvis Country. And a lot of these mixes, the overdubs have been taken off, which is really enjoyable and is super raw. And a lot of great alternate takes. I also got the 4 CD set, but I left that one upstairs. And let's move along here. Great album from Willie Nelson. I think this is his second or his third. I probably am mistaken on that. I got this one online a while back. And what's cool about it, it's an original white label promotional copy. So that was super cool for the Willie collection. I love his early albums on Liberty. And moving along, an album that's been hard for me to find in good shape for a good price. This was $5 at the flea market. Classic. Not much that I need to say about Simon and Garfunkel. Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. What a great record. Moving along, one of the record store day drop releases. Of course, you know I was going to get the Ace Frehley, Trouble Walking. If you follow my channel, you know I'm a crazy Kiss collector. And let's pull out the vinyl on this guy here. There it is, beautiful colored vinyl. And what a great record as well. I sadly don't have an original pressing, so this was really awesome to get for one of the record store day drops. And moving along, many people might have these releases. There's some great music on here, and I've always loved these movies. And I also do collect a lot of soundtracks, so I had to get these. This is Austin Powers from Record Store Day. This is the first one. Great colored vinyl. And here we've got the second Austin Powers movie. And I'll show you the vinyl on this guy here too. Really nice colored vinyl as well. These sound good as well. Some great songs, some 60s tracks, some more obscure tracks. And this one doesn't have as many good songs, but it's one of the best movies. Austin Powers and Gold member. And of course, they did this one on the gold vinyl. There you go. I'm sure you guys have seen that already. These are pretty limited as well. So I got 2 of them. This was one of the only drops that I went into a store for. So I got the 2, the gold member and the second Austin Powers movie in store. And then I had to get the first one online. And I also got this great Johnny Cash release. These are all of his Mercury sessions. A lot of his great redos of some songs, Walk the Line, all this kind of Sun catalog redone for the Mercury label. So it's a great record. That one sounds really good too. It's kind of a European type pressing, I think. Fantastic new release. Really enjoyed this record. This is Bruce Springsteen, Letter to You. There's the vinyl, black vinyl. What a fantastic release from Bruce. This one, Letter to You. 1 minute you're here, next minute you're gone. Great tracks. If you haven't checked this one out yet, it's classic. Great songs. Wonderful listen. I love listening to that one as well. Moving along, We've got some VCLT from George. If you remember, he was the Elvis vinyl guy. He sent me a bunch of great stuff. This is a nice album from Ronnie McDowell, one of country music's most underrated artists on Curb Records. One of his 80s records. This was sealed too, so thanks to George for that. Another one courtesy of George. This is great, this record. Ronnie McDowell, Live at the Fox. There's the label. He does some great covers on here. Hooked on a Feeling, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and his version of Hurt, also done by Elvis, of course. It's just unbelievable. And here's another one from George. Very generous of him. This is a sealed copy. I already had a couple copies of this. Ronnie McDowell, The King Is Gone. I'll be leaving this one sealed. So, because I already have a couple copies. And moving along, George sent this one too. This was awesome. Stray Cats, this is a great live recording from 2019. They do a lot of their classic songs. Look at that great colored wax there. And we'll move along. Still have about 5 or 6 more here to go, I think. Maybe 10. This last one here from George was a killer. This is Taking Care of Business. What a great, great record. This such an underrated artist as well. Like, wow. That's a cool record from 61, I think. And, yeah, he toured with Elvis and all that great stuff as well. So, that's really awesome. And moving on, we got some kind of harder rock albums. Found these at the flea market. We got Raven. Great album. This was a shocker to find. You never ever find these things in the wild. Iron Maiden's debut album. This is an original Canadian pressing on the Capitol kind of swirl label, of course. Great record. Just buzzing through these so this isn't too long of a video. And here we've got a great thrift find. Dolly Parton, her 1973 record on the RCA. Dynaflex. Few more here. We have, this was a super cool find. This is the Kinks original UK pressing from 1968 in great condition as well. Few more to go. The newest Johnny Cash release, Johnny Cash and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. This is pretty good. It's not, it's enjoyable. Can't say I'd recommend it to everybody, but for me, Johnny Cash kind of completed, so I had to have it. Pretty similar to the Roy Orbison one, the Buddy Holly one, the Elvis ones, when they add the Philharmonic Orchestra. And we've got 2 more here. Classic record, thrift find here. The Drifters, Greatest Hits. How can you not go wrong with that one? On the Red Atlantic Canadian pressing. I know I'm holding those kind of weird. And last but certainly not least, one of the best records ever, best sounding records, and this is one of the best sounding pressings I've ever had. This is Michael Jackson, Thriller, original Japanese pressing on Epic. I never stumble across Japanese pressings in the wild, so this was a great local record store pickup. Got to support your stores these days, of course. And yeah, that is it for now, vinyl community. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody's staying well. And I'm enjoying, staying inside a lot more, listening to a lot of records that I haven't spun in a long while. So, yeah, and I don't know if I'll make another video before or after Christmas. So if I don't, I wish everybody a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, however you celebrate it. And, yeah, that is all from me here for today. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Take good care, and hopefully we'll see you maybe in the new year or maybe before then. Take care.